सो दिस इज़ लेक्चर 2 ऑफ एनवायरनमेंट एंड इकोलॉजी। चलिए सबसे पहले देखते हैं कि हमारे इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के अंदर एनवायरनमेंट रिलेटेड कौन कौन से आर्टिकल्स हैं। इसमें सबसे पहले हम डिस्कस करेंगे आर्टिकल 21 ऑफ द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन विच इज़ राइट टू लाइफ। Right to life and environment are very much interrelated. India's apex court, India's Supreme Court, has in various judgments made it very much clear that जो right to life है, it includes a right to clean, safe and hygiene environment. अगर अनहाइजीनिक एनवायरनमेंट मिलेगा तो इससे डिजीज़ का बर्डन बढ़ेगा which will negatively impact the quality of life of an individual. So after Article 21, the second reference to the environment is given in Directed Principles of State Policy. Article 48A is one of the Directive Principle of State Policy. It says that it is the duty of the state to protect the wildlife of India. So it is the duty of the state to protect the wildlife. The third reference to the environment comes under fundamental duties in the Article 51A. This fundamental duty under 51A, specifically in under subclause G of Article 51A, it is mentioned that it is the fundamental duty of every citizen to protect the wildlife and to be compassionate towards the wildlife, or to be compassionate towards the animal in general. So in total these are the three articles, Article 21, Article 48A and Article 51A, where environment has been mentioned in the Indian Constitution. So we can say that in Indian Constitution very much importance has been given to the environmental aspect. Now let us study the structure and component of the environment. The structure of environment includes lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere, as well as biosphere. So these are the four important structures of environment. Therefore, structure of environment includes both biotic as well as abiotic components. So these are the abiotic components and these biosphere is the biotic component. चलिए अब प्लांट्स के बारे में एक जनरल स्टडी कर लेते हैं. प्लांट्स जो होते हैं, these are the producers. They use the sunlight and they convert this energy of the sun into the chemical energy, and they use chlorophyll for this. The leaves of the plants are green because of the presence of chlorophyll. So plants use chlorophyll to convert the energy of the sun into chemical energy, and that is why they are termed as producers. This chemical energy is then used by the consumers, which are other animals. Therefore plants are the producers. They are green due to the presence of chlorophyll, and they convert energy of the sun, that is the sunlight, into chemical energy. ये जो conversion है sunlight का into the chemical energy, this cannot be done by the consumers. That's why consumers are dependent on the producers, which are plants. Now let us study the type of consumers. There are three types of consumers: primary consumers, secondary consumers and tertiary consumers. जो primary consumers हैं, they feed on the plants. जो secondary consumers हैं, these are the meat eating animals. And जो tertiary consumers होते हैं, they depend on both plants as well as animals. जो प्राइमरी कंज्यूमर्स हैं उनको हम हर्बीवोर्स भी बोलते हैं. इसी तरह सेकेंडरी कंज्यूमर्स को हम कार्निवोर्स बोलते हैं. इसी तरह जो टर्शियरी कंज्यूमर्स होते हैं उनको हम ओमनीवोर्स भी कहते हैं. Apart from plants and animals, there is a different set of biotic element which is termed as microbes. These microbes are very small species and these are not visible to the naked eyes, and they work as decomposers. These microbes act as the waste managers of the earth. So these microbes are like bacteria, fungi, protozoa, etc. जैसा कि हमने पहले स्टडी किया था कि जो लाइफ है, जो बायोटिक एलिमेंट है, इट कम्स इनटू एग्जिस्टेंस, लाइफ कम्स इनटू एग्जिस्टेंस व्हेन लिथोस्फेयर, एटमॉस्फेयर एंड हाइड्रोस्फेयर, दीज थ्री स्फेयर्स इंटरेक्ट विद ईच अदर. और हमने डायग्राम भी बनाया था. सो दिस इज लिथोस्फेयर, दिस इज एटमॉस्फेयर and this is hydrosphere, and this one is the biosphere or life. Now जैसे ही प्लांट और एनिमल डाई करते हैं और मर जाते हैं, देन दीज डिकम्पोजर्स कम इनटू एक्शन, और ये उस लाइफ को फिर से डिकम्पोज करके दे डिसइंटीग्रेट द लाइफ इनटू सिंपलर inorganic substances which is lithosphere, atmosphere and hydrosphere. So जो decomposers हैं, they convert biotic element into abiotic elements. So this is all about the structure and component of the environment. Structure and component के अंदर basically दो elements आते हैं, biotic and abiotic elements. Now let us study the laws of the ecology. There are certain laws and rules in ecology which is very very important. The first law of ecology is that everything is connected to everything else. Ecology is basically the study of interconnections, and the first law which states that everything is connected to everything else. इसका मतलब जो चीज़ें हैं, जो elements हैं, they do not stay in isolation. They interconnect, they interact with each other. The second law states that everything must go somewhere. इसका मतलब ये है कि there is no such thing as waste. Suppose if a plant or an animal dies, then it is decomposed and it becomes manure and provide nutrients to other life forms. So there is no such thing as waste. जो भी प्रोडक्ट्स नेचर में अवेलेबल हैं, दोज ऑल आर बायोडिग्रेडेबल. लेकिन जो ह्यूमन मेड प्रोडक्ट्स हैं, फॉर एग्जांपल पॉलीथीन एटसेट्रा, दीज आर नॉन बायोडिग्रेडेबल एंड दीज आर द वेस्ट. नेचर इज़ वेरी बेनेवोलेंट. नेचर हैज़ यूज एवरीथिंग. नेचर हैज़ यूज फॉर एवरीथिंग and everything must go somewhere. There is no concept of waste in the nature. The third law of ecology is that there is no such thing as a free lunch. Every species has to struggle. Plants have to struggle and compete for food. Animals have to struggle and compete for food. Whether it is elephant or tiger or an ant, everyone has to struggle in order to get the food. So these are the important laws of ecology which determine the functioning of the nature.